Why is meditation good for me and for perhaps many people? It's very simple for me. Some people may not need it if they're so accustomed to have a calm and quiet mind and make a good judgment. I'm not like that. I can be at times when I'm determined and dedicating my life to certain mission that I share in this video to help myself and to help others and make all beings happy. I have a calm and quiet mind. I can have it. And I've done it like 10 days in Vipassana, dozen times or more. I don't do as much as I used to. That's from the year 2000 to, dozen or more years, continuously every year. I still appreciate and need it. For example, yesterday I reacted to someone's text that, oh, this is interesting, so I should do this. So I made a response. I responded quickly, but I made one little mistake and I realized that, oh, I was rushing. I have videos talking about do not rush, and that's when I realized that at certain occasion when I'm not as prepared and something interesting happens, I may react. Maybe that's, you can say, natural, but it's not so good to make a mistake, even a tiny mistake. I realize that. So the reason why I'm doing this video is just to convince myself as well as possibly convincing others why meditation. But again, you don't have to call it meditation if you have a calm and quiet mind. What does that mean, calm and quiet mind? Because what I see is this construct of mind and movement of the brain activities to respond this, so much information, you just respond. You can do it fairly quickly. The best thing is not to respond. Just focus on what's really important and let the other stuff just pass by. So you retain the calm and quiet mind to make a good judgment, especially for those important things to do. That's really is the life's lesson. But some people may behave like they don't need it. But I noticed that they still have, let's say, a quiet time by themselves to know many things and focus on the key issues they think is important, whatever the subject matter is. And for that to happen, the reason for that to happen is to access to the full potentials that we have. I use the word Zenkigen, total exploration, expression of the potential. And total expression of potential include not just the conscious part, but unconscious part all the way. Whole of your experience may be stored somewhere. There's even, I think, a Nobel Prize winner, I forgot his name, English guy, checking the part of the brain and touching with the electrode. And when you touch certain things, this person remembered as if, let's say that's 50 years, 25 years ago, the event, that maybe meeting with people, he felt that it was reliving that moment. So that's stored somewhere. We don't have to know detail, but it's not in the shallow part that we access so quickly, but down deep we have those. So the person who spent time on them by themselves, they call deep thinkers. I may be called at such at occasion, but I didn't believe it. I don't believe it either, but I may be able to do it when it's really important. I can stay quiet for a day or two, it's necessary, and find the solution, or even not to find it and just to procrastinate. If it's really important, my view is don't rush it and check all the angles. And if you don't have to respond, that's even better, because you are settling without taking action, and in the meantime your mind is calm. But if you take action, then you have to deal with whatever the reaction may happen, and that occupies your time and energy and everything else to process it, which lets you not address what makes you not address the important, really important thing, including living fully your potential, Zenkigen. So how to reject unnecessary is focus, being able to focus. For that purpose, saying no is very important, and push those, including the delusionary thought, of course, because it just occupies your time and energy, and you get lost and not so good. So the person who doesn't have to be high IQ, anyone who has the sense of adjustment of, okay, this is not I need to do. And the case of Myokonin is always in my mind that in their case, they totally reject almost the affairs except to be compassionate to living beings. That's fantastic to me. But those who got, so the compassion or wisdom may also come out. And if you can live like that, maybe spending more quiet time and make a right decision at the right time, not rushing, that's the way to live, in my view. That may not look like others if you compare to someone who you may watch on the YouTube or TV or dramas, do everything. I don't know if that's a good example to emulate or dream to. You have to match your talent to the needs that you have. And if you having a good examples or the references is great, but if it's stretching your skill too much and not connected to your heart, but just being influenced by other people's talk and conventional wisdom of the society and the hearsay, you're not cutting off stuff. You may not be cutting off stuff that is not needed so that you can be fully experience and explore what you really like and what you do. That's wise and smart, in my view. It may not be seen as smart or wise in other person's view in this busy world, but you don't have to live in the busy world in a busy way. I think that's part of the wisdom. But that requires a discipline, and the discipline to me is, say, meditation and samadhi, no mind, no self. Simple, so that you open up your mind for the potentials within and connect it to your heart. That may require certain discipline or lots of discipline, but that's when you may find peace, happiness, even blissful sensation riding the wave of the universe, not swimming against the current in the society, because that's the typical stuff that people want to, watch the same kind of movie or the music, this, that, and then, okay, next one is this is a new fashion. Who are you? What are you doing? So know yourself, connect to the root, express what you really like, and take time, be quiet in your mind. No ego. no ego at all. It's useless. But to have no ego, the easiest way is just to be empty-minded. And if you're not comfortable to be empty-minded, go ahead and change the channel of the TV and do this and do that and be occupied. And if that satisfies you, I have been a person to explore all dimensions, all different things. I still am. It's interesting, but keep it as a fun process, not to be burdened. Just do what fit yourself, and live life. As Charlie Munger said, the envy is one of the worst enemies. I totally agree. It's useless. The envy is related to your ego. You're always comparing. It's not smart. Just connect to the root and find the peace. That's what it is, in my view.